Hi guys, so we did the upper back yesterday, and like I said, they're just little tasters to try and just to release the stress and tension that we're feeling. So what I'm going to show you now is going to show you about 2 or 3 of the lower back exercises that I really enjoy doing. I do them a couple times a day. There are huge benefits to them. They're very simple, and it'll take you about 4 or 5 minutes to do. If you combine it with the upper and the lower and put those together, you'll see huge benefits. And like I said, I'm going to keep putting these online just to help people out. Hopefully I'm going to add a bit more on the strength side as well, but right now I think we all just need the stretches, okay? So what you're going to start off with, if you just start with the neck stretches like we did last time, which was the ear to shoulder, the reason why we always make sure to add these ones in, okay, is because the neck does get very, very stiff, and we're not actually even aware of it until we start turning and moving and realizing how restricted our movement actually is. And remember, the ear to shoulder, you go after that, you go and push your chin down to your shoulder and the other side, and repeat. One side and the other, and then push down towards collarbone. One side and the other, and again. One side and the other. Now, some of you would know the first part of the exercise, especially if you're into yoga. This is kind of just the Pilates version of it. So what I want you to do is I want you to come up into all fours and just sit back into what's called a little piece of heaven. Now, to get the benefits from this, stretch your arms forward and just stretch down into it and flatten yourself as best as you can. And just hold that for a few seconds. Bring yourself up into all fours. Make sure you're squared off nicely. Arch your back up. And then hollow. Okay, and again, and you'll feel that nice stretch. Arch and hollow. Now what you can do to really get the benefit from that, okay, is repeat that exact same exercise 3 times. You come back down, nice stretch, back up, take your time in cat, camel, and again, cat, in camel, come back down, little piece of heaven, stretch down into it, back up into cat, camel. Now I wouldn't advise to do it any more than 3 times. Now you can do it numerous times in a day, but just not all at once, because what you're going to start doing is you're going to start tiring out the lower back, and it has the opposite effect. So 3 is good enough. And you're going to add these 2 exercises onto it. You're going to come down like this, and you see how I'm squared off nicely. I'm not tucked into myself, okay? I'm exposing my abs and squaring myself off. You're just going to bring your body weight forward. You're going to come back, and as you come back, you're going to drop yourself down as best as you can. It doesn't matter if you're restricted. It doesn't matter if you're only coming down a millimeter. Just come down to the point where you feel your stretch, and then repeat. Forward and back and down. Now, you can keep repeating that at least 10 times, okay? So we'll try a complete set. So go forward, back, down. Good. And keep the nice stretch with it. Keep yourself nicely squared off. And just come to the point where you feel the stretch, okay? Now, the stretch is most likely where your weakest point is. With some people, it will be the lower back. Some people will feel it in the shoulders. Some people will feel it in between the shoulder blades. Some people will feel it just along the elbows and the arms, okay? So it just completely depends. One more. And back. Come back into a little piece of heaven. Nice stretch. Now, I want you to come into one more. Back into this position. Hands into what's called a prayer. Again, you're squaring yourself up. And this time you do the exact same exercise except your arms are like this. Now you'll feel quite a lot of pressure in the shoulder with this. That's what you want to feel. Come forward so you're looking at your thumbs. Back again and stretch down. And you'll feel this real nice stretch. And like I said, there's a lot of tension going on. And like I said, this is for the lower back. You are going to feel the stretch through the lower back as well if there is tension. A lot of people that feel tension in their glutes from sciatica, you will feel this stretch as well. So you can see how beneficial this stretch actually is, okay? Let's try one more. And then back into a little piece of heaven. Nice stretch. And back into cat and camel. And again, cat and camel. Good. Come back into your seated position. Ear to shoulder. And the other side. And like I said, If you combine those two together, you got maybe about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more of exercises for upper and lower, which can be done on a daily basis 2 to 3 times a day. But like I say to all my clients, never stretch past the point, okay? Only stretch to the point where you feel the stretch. Never past it because you will hurt yourself. If you have any questions, please feel free, get in touch. If you have I'm going now towards collarbone. If you have any areas that are very stiff and you just want a few exercises to release it, or any questions about sciatica or injuries or pain, please get in touch. Talk soon. Bye.